So I think this is definitely one of the top things that actually is really always been on my mind for at least since I graduated, if not at least for the last year. I want all the incoming freshmen that didn't go to Valley Ridge to understand this, let alone everybody else that I want a class of 2022, 3, and 4, if my math is correct there, to understand. For all of you who do not know who your ambassador is, I'm your ambassador of Allen High School, let alone Valley Ridge Academy and the entire St. John's County School District. But let's go more towards Allen High School because I'm talking about the incoming freshmen here. And I'm also talking about high school here. So, yeah. I want you all to understand this, man. You know, I am your ambassador of Allen High School. You could also call me the same thing with PV as well, even though they're our arch enemy and I got several friends that go over there, but still. Allen High School, first and foremost here. I'm your ambassador. And I trust me, the number one thing or top two things that have been literally, clawing at me, I want to say clawing at my soul every day, with you all is the fact being, you know, I'm thankful that I graduated as a fifth year senior. Trust me, it was God's plan for my life because I ended up graduating the same year with my cousin from Mississippi that we pretty much, been best buds ever since we were little kids. So I'm very thankful for that. But I want you all to understand the top thing that has been, gnawing at me, scarring me for the last couple of years is the fact being how many of you don't know who your ambassador is, which is me, let alone how many of you went through whatever you went through without me over these last couple years at Nice. And I mean what you went through because I understand that everything's all been peachy and keen since I left. Dare I say, how do I know that? Because dare I say, I have several different friends that have told me, let alone other connections and resources. So that's how I know. But just to let you know, just because everything hasn't been all peachy and keen thus far does not mean things cannot and will not turn around towards the God first for the future advancement of Nice High School because I am always Nice's ambassador, first and foremost, always and forever. But I definitely want everybody to understand who does not know who I am. NJ2TheCity, your ambassador. Birth name Nathaniel Joshua Williams, your ambassador. And I want to God first, and I will always God first carry that title, that slogan, all of this to my grave throughout everything. Throughout the Jesus Christ Vision Death of me, to even put more blame to it. But I want you all to understand, for all of you who don't know who I am from all those classes, 22, 23, and 24, I want you all to understand. You have no idea how horrible that makes me feel that you don't know who your ambassador is. And it's not because it's like I'm a addicted to fame thing of like, everybody just has to know me. It's more so because of the fact being that even though I'm thankful when I graduated, I just can't, help but to think to myself, there was so much work there, let alone at a lot of other schools. So I read a lot of school reviews. There's a lot of work at Nice High School over the last 2 years that went undone, and lists that went unchecked that not as many people enjoyed Nice as they should have. And as the ambassador, one of my top premier roles there was to go out my way and help accommodate everybody. Go out my way and help mentor everybody. Go out my way, help comfort everybody. Go out my way and help, just again, bridge these gaps so we can all understand each other more. You name how many things I can put there. That's exactly what my job and my role was as NeaseAmbassador during the school day as a school student. That's kind of what I mean when I tell you several different times that I'm not new to youth development because during my time in Nice, I specialized in mentoring the freshmen. I specialized in showing you all the ropes and and giving you all the guidance and the tutelage and the wisdom that I could so you can feel like this was your school home. We are a school family. You were a part of a school family, let alone something God first bigger than yourself going to Nice. And Nice was not just your everyday average regular school and so on. Because if you would ask me, it's still not your everyday average school. But I want people to understand I understand that I wasn't there to uphold any of that for the most part of the last 2 years. And here, for example, there's several different Instagram pages that capture what I'm trying to say more blunt than anything. I don't know whether I should shout them out, but I'll give them a shout out and put the rest in God's hands. Equality for NHS and Nice Confessions. 2 pages that I'm telling you make our school look like a bunch of other school reviews that I've read on a ton of other websites, predominantly School Digger and greatschools.org. But actually, School District is really the third one. There is mostly Google reviews and greatschools.org. The point there is that if you look at I don't know what you'll find if you look up Nice on Google when it comes to our reviews, let alone what you'll see if you look on greatschools.org. I haven't done that in like the last couple of years, and trust me, I don't want to. Dare I say, I get enough of my fix from those two Instagram accounts. God bless those two Instagram accounts. They're trying to again raise awareness on all our problems and issues, and how we can get better and flourish as a family. And so what that means, I want you all to understand what annoys me so much is that I wasn't there to help gravitate all these lessons to you all, help you feel again more loved, cared about, and respected. But there's a fly in here. That's why I was doing that, trying to grab at it, trying to kill it, but etc. I want everyone to understand that's what annoys me so much is that I wasn't there over the last 2 years to help gravitate towards you with what Nice is about, Nice's true colors, and how you found family to build your foundation, or how you found your foundation to build your family at Nice. I'm so sorry that I wasn't there, and you have no idea how just disturbing and disgusting it makes me feel knowing that the culture that I built since I left has not been upheld whatsoever, and it feels like everybody is just fending for themselves, and everybody is in their own little cliques rather than everybody is, I wouldn't say everybody's supposed to know each other, but I mean when I say in terms of their own cliques, like nobody cares about anybody that's not in their clique. Better yet, is a better way of saying it, because I want people to understand that with me is the fact being that I was like the universal glue of Nice, which I dare even say still am, but more so during my time as a school student, I was like the universal glue of Nice High School. I knew all the cliques in Nice High School. I knew all the cliques because I always went outside my way to galvanize all the cliques and to do what I can to once again comfort them and talk with them, mentor them, encourage them, support them, and you get the point. I was that galvanizing glue of Nice High School, and let alone I would say still am, but more so as a school student, I was doing all that one-on-one mentoring work that needs to be done to help everybody feel comfortable and help everybody feel accounted for. Because you don't know how bad it annoys me to read school review after school review after school review with everybody saying how rigged administrations are around several different schools, how rigged the administrations are, how biased the staff are, and how a lot of teachers that certain schools do not teach. But yeah, those are probably the same ones that are marching on their state governments demanding for higher pay raises. But that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. But that's the biggest point I'm trying to get everybody to understand. You don't know how bad that annoys me, that I still call Nice my kingdom to this day, but how much it feels like my kingdom has kind of been slipping ever since I left it, in terms of the hospitality's gone down, student happiness has gone down. Everybody is again fending for themselves and left for dead to an extent, And again, how would I know that? Because once again, just really ask anybody. And if not, ask anybody, because again, some kids, depending on what clique they're in, some kids don't even notice the changes of Nice High School over the last couple years, depending on what clique they're in. Some don't even notice the changes, but depending on what clique you're in, ask a few people around, let alone ask a few teachers that were honest teachers that were there, a part of class 18. Trust me, they'll tell you where the morale was there, or at least they'll tell you how the morale was with me, better yet, because with everything that I did to try to galvanize everybody and keep things together. They'll tell you how all that was versus where it has gone way downhill within the last 2 years. Trust me, there was so much work to do, and there still is so much work to do in all of our schools. So I want all of our schools to understand this is bigger than numbers. And I know I filmed a video filmed a video for this channel that is on this channel, but yeah, that is on this channel somewhere, that it's like where I explain it very bluntly to you that depending on what school you go to, the reason why they only care about numbers is because numbers inflate the numbers inflate the school's ranking, which boosts overall the if I'm not mistaken, the county's ranking, which overall brings in more funding from the state government, if not the Department of Education in the state government. If I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I'm not an expert on this stuff, so don't take me word for word. But I'm pretty sure I got to the bottom of what I meant to say there. Yeah, you get the point, and yeah, and that's the thing I want people to understand there, very much is I've read these reviews where all those dots connect more and more that this is what our schools are out. A lot of our schools are out to do. They're not there to do anything that your boy is out there to do. I'm out there to comfort you, mentor you, and help you feel a part of something God first bigger than yourself. They're out there to control you, degrade you, manipulate you, beat you down, and make you feel like every day, was worse than the last. And or make you want to commit, what, and etc. And I'm so sorry if for anyone that's felt that, especially around Nice, within Nice's walls. Forgive us if we have let you down over the last couple school years, let alone any other school year that you went there. Forgive us if we let you down, because I could assure you that has definitely never been my goal. Even though I wasn't there during the school year over the last 2 years, that was never my goal. Even after I left, was for Nice's, infrastructure to just go downhill and nobody care. That was never my goal, and I really want everyone to understand that, Nice, by God's grace, has brighter days, let alone other schools have brighter days. But I definitely also want parents to understand that might watch this video. Pay attention to more than just the numbers on your child's school before you put your child in that school. Pay attention to student happiness. Pay attention to hospitality, to character counts. Pay attention to all the things that you can't put a price tag on that liberates your child to never want to leave the school, dare I say. And I mean never want to leave the school because they're so happy at the school and they always want to be there. They always want to frolic with their friends. They always want to, communicate with their teachers. They always want to get the best grades, try out for all the sports. They always want to live their best life in school, which some of you are probably like, some of you are probably like, I should run for president. Others are probably thinking, you're living in a fantasy world. Or, see, you're just plain crazy. It could be all three. But I can assure you, for the most part, no, I'm just an optimistic person that cares about you probably more than you care about you. Or I'm an optimistic person that really wants to bring out the God first, Jesus Christ, salvation, best version of you. Through all those outlets which I just named. Guys, girls, we have no other choice in 2020. We have no other choice. What do you want to go to school and learn how to enjoy it so you can better your mental health and actually want to live life? Versus do you want to keep going through life every day feeling like you just, did I say want to die? There's a reason why I had to say it softly, because I don't really like saying phrases like that. So trust me, the Outlets album is going to be disappointing then. But I want everyone to understand that about who I am and the bridges of which the gaps of which I want to bridge here. Not just for Nice, but for other schools nationwide. This is where we have to go. This is what we have to want to do. And this is what we got to bring about in order for the future to be as bright and colorful as it's supposed to God first be. I'm sorry for all you class 2022, class 2023, and God forbid, class 2024 students that feel like whatever school you go to, you're being ostracized, neglected, mistreated, abused. No one cares about you. No one likes you. Nobody wants you there, and so on. Because trust me, that's not the true nature of any school that I represent, let alone that shouldn't be the true nature of any school, period. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really more so believe in better if you want to do better. And a bunch of other things. And that's a big part of what I want everybody to hopefully understand within everything that I'm preaching to you now. Trust me, forgive us at Nice High School if we let you down over the last 2 school years. I am your ambassador for a reason. I still carry that title for a reason. Why? Because I'm still invested in you for a reason. Like Fox Business says, invested in you, etc. And dare I say, I'm not that person that puts numbers in business over quality and character. That's one of the top reasons why I'm talking like this now, because I care about you as a person. And I want to better who you are as a student athlete. And I want to, make sure that your, off the field life is as plentiful as your on the field life. I want to make sure you're as balanced as you God first possible can be in all facets of your life, so we all live long and prosperous, beautiful lives, living as happy as we can each and every day, serving Christ. So with that being said, your boy man, NJ2TheCity out. God bless. Peace.